Good morning, Russell Lee. What we are going to do here today is talk about Term 2 2020 guidelines for schools and how this is going to impact you for your day-to-day learning, including learning at home and eventually when we do return into the classroom. So what I've got here is the document that the Department of Education has sent out. This is available on the Stage 3 Google Drive, so you can jump into it there. Basically, what it is just a bit of a guide for schools and parents on how to administer online learning and learning at home and also learning at school. Now, it's quite long, 10 pages or so I'll give you time to read through it if you like, or show it to mum or dad or whoever. But one thing I want to look at is the suggested curriculum requirements for learning from home and school. Basically, what this means is how long you should be spending on each task when you are working. So if we have a look at Stage 3, for instance, which is obviously our class, the total should be about 3 hours plus other. Now, the other activities, your well-being, your sports, your mindfulness, fitness, things like that. So if you look at a typical day, you should be spending between 45 to 60 minutes on English. So that's our writing, reading, things like that in the morning, spelling, and 30 to 45 minutes on maths. So that's an hour and a half straight away, just English and maths. So that could be your whole morning session, because we do tend to spend 2 hours and that sort of stuff in the morning. The other 60 to 90 minutes of the day is your other key learning areas. So creative arts, science, geography, PDHPE, things like that. So using this as a rough guide, because it's really important not to overload ourselves with work. And that's one of the big pieces of feedback that we got from last term with the learning at home. So if we have a look at this week's learning from home template, we can see, let's look at today, Thursday. First thing you should be doing is completing that Google form check-in. Super important, so the teachers can know how everyone's going. It's great to see that most people are really accepting or going really well with their home learning so far. And also the daily goal is great. Come up with a funny joke to post in Google Classroom for your class to see. I'd love to see some great jokes posted. So you can see the activities. So class novel blooms, you find that through Google Classroom. Maybe spend 10 or 15 minutes on that. Spelling, 10 or 15 minutes. Writing, probably about 30 minutes on that. So that's about 1 hour of English in the morning straight away. Okay, so you don't need to be spending the entire 2 hours on your writing, entire 2 hours on your spelling, things like that. Middle session, see class Google Drive for your work. I've set some data work today. Again, guys, that shouldn't take you more than 45 minutes to an hour. If you're spending 3 hours on it, it's far too long, and just your well-being and the stress levels of working so much on one task shouldn't be too crazy. You should be doing about 45 minutes to 1 hour on each one. And then the afternoon is completing some science from last term. And then, of course, I posted some fitness in the afternoon. Fitness with Joe, that's your extras. And they're really important as well. One more thing I'd like to talk about is just sort of other things and hobbies and activities and skills that you're learning during quarantine. I myself have been doing quite a lot of reading. I've started a new book, which is really interesting. It's by a man called Stephen Hawking, called Brief Answers to the Big Questions. It's a really great scientific book. So, you know, when you guys do come into class, or even on Google Classroom, we'll make a video to post to Stage 3, talk about a book that you've been reading or a new skill that you've been learning. And yeah, with the teachers, I've been really impressed with what you've been coming up with and how well you've adapted to learning at home. We're really looking forward to when you come back into the classroom in week 3 for our full class day. I think that's all from me today, but please click and subscribe down below. I think the button is. This is my first YouTube video, so looking forward to seeing how many people are viewing it and enjoying it. And yeah, so have a great day, guys, and I'll see you next time.